running. So this is a complete demonstration on how to make a latte a la Jim Jacoby. I'm going to show you all my secrets. If you follow them, you should get just as good a latte as I make. All right, so one thing is to make sure this machine is turned on. That's the left side button. This is the button you push to actually make it pump water. This one in the middle is for making steam. Make sure that it's up. If you push it down, you won't get anything coming out of the pump. So make sure that's up. So the first thing you want to do is grind some beans. We'll zoom in on the bean grinder. It's got beans in it right now, but I'll refill it if you need more beans. They're in this side cabinet in this steel canister. We'll go ahead and load some more. Didn't really need them, but then it's already set up. All you have to do is turn the timer dial to make how many cups you need. I usually put it on about 6 and let that run. I will probably edit this out. Now what I do is I just rock it and thump it a couple of times. It helps let all the grinds drop down into the hopper. Pull out this hopper and you'll be able to see the lovely grinds that we've got. So I work out of this, but when I'm finished, if there's anything left over, I put it in this airtight canister. Okay, so back over here at the Makin Coffee, we want to put the grounds into the portafilter. So I have 2 of them. That's just for expediency. I let it sit with the handle resting on the edge to keep it level. I have this stainless steel funnel I can drop on top of it. And then using this measuring cup, we're gonna measure out some coffee. So what you can see here is it's slightly rounded on the top. It's not flat. I might zoom in on it for you. Drop that into the funnel and get a second one. That one also just slightly rounded on top. Drop it in. Okay, I let it leave it on the knocker box. Okay, so the next step is to just kind of tap the sides of this funnel to make sure the grounds don't come out the sides when you lift it off. Just pick it up straight and you can see it's heaping. Using this black tamper with the walnut top, just gently kind of move it over so that the grounds are covered and push it down till it clicks. I usually click it a couple of times. That was 3. And you can see it makes a nice flat tamp. We want to put one of these dispersion screens on top of it. Just drop it on. And now you can lock it in place on the coffee machine. So lift it up until it engages, you know, with the handle kind of lined up with that dot. Don't touch the bottom side, it's hot. Pull it over and pull the handle till it's lined up in the middle. And now it's snugged up, ready to make some coffee. Now, before I start making the coffee, I want to get the get started on making some frothed milk. So we'll take the maple syrup, just pour it in so it kind of covers about half of the bottom there. You can see about how much I put in there. Okay. And then we add some milk. If you look inside of this frother, you can see a mark down inside called max, right down there. You want to fill the milk up to that max line. It's about 6 ounces, I think. Okay. And put the milk on the frother base and push the top button, which is red, and that'll start the frother. And you really don't have to do anything else but just let it spin. And then in the meantime, we'll get ready to make the coffee. So far, none of that's been very hard to do, right? So there's a cute little measuring cup on the side. You'll see some increments. We want to go up kind of between the 45 and the 60 milliliter line. Put that cup underneath the portafilter spouts, and then try to line it up so it's pretty evenly distributed. And just push the button to start pumping it. And if you watch, you can see it filling up. Okay, we're up to 45. We'll get it just in between the 45 and the 60, or where the crema, the top of the crema hits the 60, and that's enough. Okay, now if you look over here at we just now finished up. You can see the red light blinking. That means we're done on warming up the milk. I pushed the bottom button, which is it just keeps blending it in while we're waiting to get the cup ready. And then the last step is to add some cream. So what I'm going to do here with the cream is put in about enough to cover about 2/3 of the bottom there. That was a little more than I usually do, but that's okay. It'll taste good. Now I drop the espresso in on top of that cream. Kind of give it a stir. And we're ready to drop in the milk. I use a spoon to kind of help guide the foam in. So this helps drop in the liquid first. And if you look, there's still quite a bit of foam in there. At this point, I want to stir it up, because that foam will just sit on top of the coffee, and if you start drinking it, all the coffee is going to be down at the bottom. It doesn't look quite as pretty, but it'll taste better. Then I just pour the rest of the foam on top. You want to rinse that gadget out. Now, the last step is to add some lovely cinnamon shavings. I sure hope this movie works, because I don't want to be making a whole bunch of these coffees. I take this, so this grinder thing, I'll leave it out with the rest of the equipment so you don't have to go looking for it. It has a cover on it that I put on upside down to catch the shavings, and then I just do some grinding with one of these cinnamon sticks and then kind of tap it to get the shavings to slide out, and there you got it. Delicious. All right, so the last thing we want to do is clean out the creamer, the frother, because if you don't clean it between each use, it'll get a buildup on the bottom of burned milk. So I just reach in and pull out the little frother whirlybird, and I'm off camera, but I'll bring it back in. So I rinse it in the sink, and you'll see there's the shaft for the frother. What is that thing? A little whirlybird thing. It's off center, and there's it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but there's some buildup around the top there. If you just take one of these brushes, you can just wipe it around in there and it'll knock it all loose. And just rinse that out. And don't forget to put the little whirlybird thing back in there, or it'll just make noise. You won't get frothed milk. So somebody with smaller hands can get in there easier, but I find that if I have the axle or drive shaft on the bottom, that my hand fits in there better. Just slide the gadget down on there and it'll engage, and that's it. Oh, we got to clean out the coffee maker. So back over here, we've got a knock box back here. Take the portafilter off and roll it on its side, and just give it a light tap, and that screen should kind of drop off in your hand. Set it aside, and then it doesn't take much to get the puck out. Then I take both of these over to the sink and just rinse them. Just get the loose coffee grounds off of them. And now you're ready to reload and make your second one. Rinse that gadget out. That's about all there is to it.